Hello Legionnaires and welcome back. We're here in ACW Total War once again with another historical battle for the American Civil War, and oh boy is this a glorious one. We have the Battle of Bull Run here taking place, and yeah, this is certainly going to be a glorious one. You can already hear the artillery is going off like crazy, and it is yeah, certainly an intense one to start us off. So yes, we are here recreating the Battle of Bull Run, which is fought in 1861. It was in history a Confederate victory, and yeah, the Confederates of the Army of the Potomac engaged the Department of Northeastern Virginia, or the Army of Northeastern Virginia. Basically, there's no. I think we have the historical cause here again. So it's a scenario set up by the devs. So you just get given your picked units and commanders as well already. So they're all good to go. As you can see already, the Confederates here already engaging with their huge ass units. One of the things you've got to be getting used to when you're watching these ACW battles, you just have massive units, 400 man units here. They start blasting away. And the Union forces over here, got some fairly large units themselves, but they are currently in a 3v1. They're winning slightly, even though they are in that 3v1, probably because they have the tree line. As you can see here, the Union forces still engaging where they can. They are battling away, and you can see more Union forces now starting to arrive. We'll put the map back up so you can see what's going on. Yeah, oh wow, actually, yeah, these guys are... Okay, as that battle's gone on, they are starting to lose already. Wow, fair enough. Yeah, big loss early game, which I will mention. Union forces lost a lot of their artillery. Literally, as I started this replay, I was like, wow, why is so many units of the Union already routing? Confederates basically instantly already sniped the artillery here. You see that the Union artillery is just strewn all over the place and is getting absolutely battered. This one is still alive back here. But yeah, counter-battery tactics, as always, in ACW are very efficient. You can see the Union forces here retreating. They're actually getting a little bit closer, giving up that tree line, and the Confederates will happily take that. You can see here that the Confederates have some chevrons as well. They start out with some chevrons, so I guess quite experienced force supposed to be. You can see more Confederates on their way forward here as well, marching on forward. But yes, if you're enjoying the ACW Total War content and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're on here, and a comment to show support. As always, guys, it's very much appreciated. And I'm trying my hardest to learn more about American Civil War. It's definitely not an era that I know much about, like a conflict I know much about, probably because I'm a European and we don't get taught about the American Civil War. One of the fun facts is that more Americans died, obviously, in the American Civil War than in any other war. Which is crazy, but also not surprising, since, I mean, Americans are just killing Americans, so it's double points, really, in that sense. And they're using, as you can see, Napoleonic tactics with rifles, so it's devastating, really. Yeah, you can see here, more Union forces breaking. I don't know what the plan with the Union player here was, just marching forward one unit at a time, trying to take on these Confederate forces who are much superior to him. These actually look like some decent, like, regular Confederate troops. They're all in, like, the same uniform. This is like other Confederate units, like this one, for instance, all in a bit of a mishmash. It's all uniforms of color. So some of them look actually pretty good, and same with this one, actually. They all seem like fairly well uniformed with a bit of a red collar and cuffs going on. Clearly, like, got some decent units here, some actual elites amongst the riffraff. Yeah, Union forces here need to rethink their plan, I think. These guys don't look elite, but they look, you know, a bit unique in a way with their red hats there. Yeah, Union forces essentially to get back to this tree line and hustle up in there. The good thing is that these units are so large that units will return. So, like, the Union forces routing early game is not the end of the world. You can see, it looks like a lot of Union troops on their way this way. These look a little bit more regular as well. This guy's kind of in grey. Are you Confederate or Union? You made up your mind yet, fellas? Oh my gosh, this is a huge unit. 608 men that unit is. I mean, yeah, we've got some huge units back here. 570, 554. My gosh, yeah, some absolute giants of units here. 516. And also the Union forces are also over here. They are a long way away. I don't know what they're doing or what, how, like they've got a long way to come and aid their boys. They are coming down the road. There are some big units over here as well. Again, also in grey. Guys, work it out. Who are you working with? Zoorbs here, they're doing their bit. At least I think they are Zoorbs. Oh, these guys look pretty cool as well. Look, you've got the white trousers going on. You've got some elite looking units here, you know. And artillery already firing as well, because artillery in this game is super long range, so it can just cross map. It's kind of crazy, I won't lie. But yeah, we're starting to see, and there's a Confederate unit breaking. Finally, we're seeing some Confederate units starting to break, but also the Union forces breaking as well. The Confederates are starting to waver a little bit here. Yeah, this replay was sent in by a member of my Discord. If you want to send in your own replays to feature on the channel, feel free to do so. You're more than welcome to send them in. The link for my Discord is down below in the description. And if you want to get involved in some ACW gameplay or any Total War games, feel free to join my Discord as well. Whether a new player or a veteran, all are welcome. Confederates setting up here, already getting gunned down by the Confederates. You hear the screams. Set up, boys, stop firing, stop blasting. They need to do some work. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Battle of Bull Run. I mean, obviously, I don't really know many of the big battles of sort of like the Civil War. Obviously, Gettysburg, you got like Shiloh, Antietam. So you got like some ones there, but yeah, I don't really know much about the Battle of Bull Run. It's like casualty-wise, the amount of men there, I mean, the Confederates lose about 1,900, and then the Union forces lose about 2,700. So like, and both sides have about 18,000 troops engaging in the battle, but both have well over 30 to 40,000 troops there at the battle. But yeah, they don't engage their full forces. It's not a battle I really know too much about. I mean, if you want to kind of give it a look, I'd definitely go and Google it up, go and give it a research and a little bit more. I unfortunately don't know too much about it. I just know the Confederates win. So will they win it again in history, or the Union forces going to change history here? We'll see. In Gettysburg, there was a little bit of a twist, that is for sure. If you haven't seen that battle, I'd probably recommend you go check that out. Looks like some Confederate forces over here are preparing to face off against the Union army that's on its way, the reinforcements. Again, it seems like a bit of a ragtag force. It seems like they're going to try and use this these fences here to try and get some cover. They actually do benefit you as well, so it's kind of a something to keep in mind. They're also going to try and use this tree line. Yes, well, the troops. Howitz is already going off, trying to do some damage to them. It's a shame that cavalry is not like such a prolific thing, because you could definitely run around and get so many kills in ACW3. In ACW, but yeah, it's not a big thing like in NTW3. If anything, cavalry's just skirmishers. That's really it. Is that a unit? That's fully broken. That's routed, gone. That's never coming back. Wow. Yeah, some of these Confederate units are suffering now. They're still coming forward, and more reinforcements are on the way, as you can see here. Some of these are, I think, are battered units that have maybe been cycled out. Yeah, the Confederates definitely set up a lot better than the Union forces. The Union forces are still on their way, granted, but their big, ginormous units are still, yeah, making their way forward. Edging towards the front lines here. It's a 608-man unit. I think there's a couple of them. 600-man units. They're all kind of mixed in together here. No real order. And look, they're already like sort of wavering. It's not looking good. I imagine they're militia sort of type units. The larger the unit, surely the less well trained it is. Fight for the stars and stripes, boys. For the stars and stripes. Confederate troops can't even see the Union troops ahead of them. They're just firing. They can just see the smoke pit like coming again, like at them, like from that direction, and they're just like, yeah, just fire back at the smoke, boys. They have routed that Union unit. I imagine units routing around you does affect you, and this artillery unit here is still breaking it. I imagine that's doing a debuff to units around it. I'm not sure, but I would probably fall back from that, just to see whether that's the case. And the Confederates as well, look, they're firing onto the flank here of the Union forces as they set up. They need to get back. This is a position they cannot hold any longer. They want to probably look to fall back behind this bridge. It looks like there's some Union forces now setting up over here. A big 570-man unit getting set up here, and they're getting ready to go. They might be able to challenge the Confederates. There's like 4 units over here that could definitely challenge just that one. Yeah, the Confederates are still bringing forward more infantry here. They're actually shifting this infantry back. Where are you off, fellas? Where are you off? Maybe it's because they're in grey that they're actually traitors. These are all actually Confederate spies fighting for the Unions, but they're not really for the Yankees. But they're not really gonna. These boys are true blues. See here, yeah. Confederate forces are gonna keep on firing forwards. Going to keep on moving. They've got some pretty good setup here at the moment. When ready. There you go. They're coming forward now. They just clear out this final sort of final little enclave, this front line. Confederates, yeah, doing a very good job right now. The Union forces need to sort of find a new plan, find a plan of action, what they're going to do exactly here. They feel like they've been on the back foot since minute 1. I mean, artillery being lost is a big loss, because artillery does so much damage to morale. Oh, these guys have got like tartan trousers going on. They're like got Scottish heritage maybe? Or the Confederate units moved a little bit too far forward. That's getting caught out a little bit here. Gonna shoot into the flank. I can see that they're trying to flank the Union forces, but they're themselves getting shot in the flank by Union reservists back here. They need to be careful of that. A risky move, but it might pay off. This boy's still shooting into it. Yeah, the artillery coming in and it shakes up the whole screen. Very chaotic, very chaotic. As you can see on the map, the red is Confederates, the blue is the Union forces. You see the Confederates are trying to pin this Union force in this sort of portion of the map here, force them back away from the river and towards the edge of the map. The rest of the Union forces all the way over here, still yet to engage. Still a long way away. Do not know what they're doing. They're setting up their artillery, or are they limbering? Yeah, they're setting up. They are unlimbering. Good stuff. There's a lot of Union forces over here actually. I wonder whether this Union player here is honestly just trying to delay the Confederates, try and do as much damage as possible, and hope that his ally can really do the real damage. Because this seems like they have there's a lot of flags here, a lot of flags of Union forces. And these are big units as well. I mean, look at this, 655. I mean, it's a strange looking unit. Look at them, red as well. They've got a multicolored army over here. There's big units here that are being kept in reserve. They've got to be doing something soon. I would have thought these units have got to be going into the field very soon. I mean, to be honest, there's forces in front of them. The Confederates, there's a minute amount of troops in comparison. I mean, they're dug in well, but they could definitely clear them out, that is for sure. So yeah, that's definitely got to be on their minds, I would have thought. But it looks like actually the Union forces, after sort of like going backwards and forwards, they're actually going to try and assist their ally. I guess maybe they're going to try and fall on the flank of this force here of Confederates. Try and turn them here. There is a general supporting them as well. Killing generals is pretty devastating as well in ACW. We've got a melee fight down here. The Confederates going in. I feel like melee fights are pretty risky in this. Always a bit like NCW 3, very risky. I feel like it can go one way or the other. But there you go. The Confederates have routed these Union forces here, and then they're falling back in multiple places here now. And I think they're trying to get out across the river. It's looking a little chaotic right now. Now I guess the Confederates now race towards the bridge to try and cut off any Union troops that are trying to escape. The artillery's all shelling over as well. You can see, look at them. They're desperately pushing each other out of the way, trying to get over. Like, get out of the way! I want to get over the bridge. These boys, I don't think, are getting out of here in time.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
General's in mortal peril? I think he's just getting shot by small arms. So you need to be careful with that. My generals, when I was playing this mod, when I've been playing this mod, when I play battles, if you put them too close, you seem to get shot by small arms fire quite a lot. Another, oh, this is a Confederate unit, but that looks weirdly like it's a blue and yellow. A bit more Union sort of. Another unit looks kind of professional. I say this quite surprisingly, like the Confederates don't have professional, like sort of looking troops, like well-trained troops, but they don't have many. Honestly, like in Gettysburg, most of their guys are just in with rags like this. So to see them have a bit more professional, well-trained troops, well-dressed troops, surprise. Finally, the Union forces here, setting up behind these sort of fences, giving a benefit. You can see that the Confederates are starting to be punished here, losing slightly, because they are having to like go across open ground and assault these fences. It is doing some damage. So yeah, maybe the Union forces can turn it around here at this fence line. I don't know. There's a lot of troops here that are like red lining and not orange lining. So I really don't think so, but yeah, like there's a stream of routing troops here. The Confederates must be milking the kills. And you can see finally, I mean, it looks like these Union troops are not far away now. They are soon going to be arriving. You can see the Confederates as well. I think they're trying to act on moves here of the Union forces, and they're sending a paltry one unit there. Just going to send a mere one unit to try and deal with that force. Actually, they're sending, here we go, more are on the way now. Yeah, these guys look pretty well trained, you know. Well dressed, smart boys. But now would be the time of the rest of the Union forces here, which they are moving, but it doesn't look like in the direction I would be going in. Yeah, they need to just be going, slamming into that final unit. Just slam in, take it out. Like there's just a single unit here. Go for that. I mean, I would maybe send up the whole army, but send some forces to deal with this one unit here. Swing around, try and do some damage. There's artillery back here as well that could be taken out. Generals. I mean, attacking artillery in ACW is also pretty dangerous. You can't really do it too easily. Going into open ground against artillery is pretty much suicide. And this is looking good here for the Confederates. Routing another unit of the Union forces there. They've gone into melee, and they might get the other one as well, I imagine, as well. So they're going to try and reform, but it might not be worth it. They're going to get hit by multiple sides here from Confederates. And I think the forces on this side of the river are gone. Now it's a desperate defense on this side. I don't think the Confederates have lost that much. They are routing some units. Like they've lost some stuff, but not like loads of the Confederates. So I really hope that the Union forces on the way can really do some serious damage to sort of turn this fight around. I hope that they can. I would have thought that the Confederate forces here, some of them are pretty banged up. Some of them are healthy, like these ones here being engaged. Some of them have seen some action. They've like fought multiple rounds of Union forces here. I mean, they're still pretty healthy. 400, 200. I know units can break pretty high, so I mean we've seen it with the Union forces here. So I won't be surprised. looking at the map, it certainly seems like the Confederates are a little bit more stretched out a little bit now. Union forces, I feel like, could, if they can, act swiftly, can slam down into some of these Confederate forces and do some serious damage. Like over here, can they move quickly? Can the Union forces move quickly and do some damage? I honestly get these guys well out of the open. You've got to get them towards that tree line. Because right now the artillery there will be absolutely mincing through these guys. These are elite troops. At least they look it. They look elite. Shooting and tooting.
Yes, sir.
And they're moving out. They're moving out. I do like that they have their own vocals as well that they've added in. That is cool. But yeah, you can see moving forward here. I thought these Zouaves would be pretty well trained and elite. They are already like orange lining as they advance forward. I mean, it probably doesn't help with the artillery, but yeah, look at the bodies already. Like standing in the open is doing a lot of damage to these Union units here. Yeah, look at that already redlining these Union forces here. They just hold a good position to the Confederates. They need to try and really push hard to the Union forces here that are in the forest, and then just maybe try and like moving their reserves into the open here. They should not. They should stay in the trees if possible. Stay in the trees. It's safe there. And they could outflank as well. I mean, this unit that's standing back here, get around the back, try and flank. But the Confederates already look like they're defending their flank shortly. More forces arriving, so this could be a bit of a futile assault. And tooting. They are shooting and tooting. The problem is with this force as well that's now in the open, the Confederates are arriving. Like these forces that were left all the way over there, sort of kind of keep an eye on the Union forces. Now that the Union reinforcements have moved, they're also moving, and then now the Union reinforcements are kind of out in the open, getting attacked from two sides here. And it's not looking too great for them. Hopefully these well-trained troops here can start blasting, start doing some real damage. On the parade ground, they look good. Confederates getting very close here. This has got to be prime targets now for the Union forces. We charge them maybe. I mean, that's good volleys inside there, doing some serious damage to the Confederates. Yeah, keep blasting them. They're going to just stand there. I can see what they're trying to do. They might not be able to do that. I think this Confederate unit might break first. Another better volley than that. That did just about break them. Wow, there you go, lucky. Because it was going to try and set up on the flank and shoot this unit here, which to be honest might not even done. 2v1 and outgunned. There you go. They break actually pretty quickly. I thought they'd hold for a lot longer. Confederates here also getting beaten in the field. Union forces catching them first. If you have a line fight like this and no one has any cover, it's just who can shoot first, I think. It really is. It's just like who can shoot first and who can do first serious like volley. There you go, the Zouaves break. That's sad to see. My boys! What they hold? More units breaking in the forest now as well. We still have 400 men. Hold on, boys. There's plenty of you left. They look pretty good. More Confederates now flanking around as well on the other side of the river. Going to try and flank around, get some side shots, I guess, into any sort of Union force that stays by these to this river. I don't know if I guess the next crossing point's there if they want to try and get in behind. So they've got a long way to go. It's a risky move. That's why I think only one unit's been sent on that diverted route. Actually, I say that there are more now on this diverted route going this way. They're also just milking some kills while they go. I guess these guys are also being sent over here. There's a general over here. Oh no, it's not a general. It's artillery. I guess these guys have been sent over here just to make sure that these Union forces stay dead, stay routed. Just not a bad idea, to be honest, because you don't have to keep going backwards and forwards. The Zouaves have rallied, which is good to see. But the Confederates now are forcing back the Union forces already. And these Confederate spies, as I'm calling them, well, they got hit hard. And hear a lot of screaming all of a sudden. They got hit hard. And they are retreating into the forest, and that's where the Union forces need to really go. Just hold this tree line, try to do some serious damage there. Like, they're persistently holding this open ground right now. Again, more guys in grey. Very sus, I say. Artillery is pounding away. I mean, this artillery position, I think it's this one up here. It's got multiple chevrons now. This artillery position on this hill has just got a very good view right now of the, you can see the Union flags in the distance. They've got a good view of those Union infantry. And they're just pounding away, doing a lot of damage to them. I mean, I don't know if they're doing friendly fire there, but that's also a little bit janky, this sort of line here. And look at this, more Union forces arriving. These are healthy units here. Get them into the field somewhere. Can they maybe go right here and really push on the Confederate forces here, get around them? That's possible, a possibility. I feel like I can see that they want to maybe back up this flank here. And I see why, because the Confederates are actually doing the same here. They're getting around the side here, and they're going to try and, I guess, maybe melee down the line. They get the opportunity. Union forces are arriving. Yeah, no, they're going to not even melee. They're just going to stand here and start blasting. Start blasting away, boys. Do what you do best. This almost seems like it's the Iron Brigade of the Confederates. Like, we watched in Gettysburg, the Iron Brigade of the Union forces do so much damage. Yeah, this honestly looks like it could be the Iron Brigade of the Confederates. A general's broken, I think. Yeah, there you go. A general has gone to the Confederates. That could be costly. That could do a lot of morale damage. And there you go, actually those Union forces there break, and this one is just broken as the Confederates going for a bayonet charge.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to pull back. And it seems like the Union forces are going to counter-charge instead. And look at this, the Confederates going down the line, the Union forces are running. The Confederates are bayonet charged, but will they hold? Will they hold? There you go, the Union forces actually managed to defeat the Confederates there, even though they bayonet charge. And this is going to be costly. Look at the angle. You see this Confederate unit here can just go down the line. Union forces are retreating now, but it might be a little late. I don't know. It's a little risky. And now, I mean, they can set up and get a good volley into the Confederates here. Confederates are orange lining. There you go. I mean, this is a Confederate spy, really. They, of course, we're going to retreat. Those cowards. Yeah, it was a risky move there by the Union forces. They tried a little counter charge while also falling back on other fronts. It didn't really work out for them. You see that it's still kind of even with the amount of forces facing each other. That's the thing. Because this Confederate force over here has got a bit waylaid, got a little bit distracted. But yeah, they are still routing some Confederates here and there. Got artillery. I didn't even see this artillery. Point blank range here. I'm sure I think they're firing canister. They must be. But yeah, the rifles, like the mass rifles of the Confederates here, will eventually rout this Union gun. See, it's already redlining. This is the problem with artillery in this mod. Is it kind of like they just kind of get outgunned eventually by infantry and just murdered. You need to keep them like at a safe distance, otherwise they rout. It's not like an NTW3 where you can just have them point blank range and the infantry will still miss. This seems like a stronger position now for Union forces. They seem like, oh my god, look at the chevrons on this unit here. The Confederates. That is insane. It's got 4 chevrons. I think it probably started with 1. It's earned 3 more. It seems like a strong position for the Union forces. They seem like they have the flank, the Confederates here. They also hold the tree line. I mean, the Confederates do partly as well, but a lot of their forces, the majority, are in the open here. They are marching forward as well. Look at the size of these units. 588 is still healthy, and it looks relatively trained, like in a smart and all uniform, which seems silly to say, but so like I said, it's a rare thing. And look at this, yeah, the Confederates are going to try and use this crossing here. They're going to get in behind the Union forces. I personally, if I was a Union player, I feel like we stick here, like we do or die here. They have some forces in reserve. But yeah, they are. We're gonna see. I mean, it looks like they're gonna send these reserves probably to try and block this. I mean, I feel like they could have blocked this forward. Just one unit here. They could have made this very difficult to try and cross. But they haven't. What do we got here? A little Confederate unit flanking around. The Union force is doing exactly the same here. They're trying to flank, trying to force that Confederate line back. But General's got artillery back here still. I feel like the Generals should probably be moved forward to try and help with morale. More Confederate forces are routing. Like sailors, those guys there. I'll probably turn that the Union line now onto the Confederates. I mean, at least one of them, and then just carry on down the line. It looks like the Confederates are shifting more to their left. The center for the Union forces is starting to buckle a little bit here. And I don't know who won that. Oh, is this a general? There's a general engaged there with the Confederate forces. Is he routed this unit? And he's routed that unit. What? A general there has routed that unit. Okay, interesting. Did not think that was possible. The general's absolutely supercharged. There you can see the Confederates pretty much across most of this force. Now they're going to use this road and just try and then use it to fast track themselves towards the Union positions, but the Union forces are coming towards them. If they can use this tree line again, they can maybe try and keep that battle in their favor. And the Union forces here, like double stacking, I feel like they cannot afford to double stack. Stay in the trees, lads. Stay in the trees. Just so many bodies everywhere, though, just littered across this battlefield. I mean, these Confederate units have so many chevrons to them that I don't think they can break. I really don't. They can't even see where they're firing. They can barely see the Union infantry. Shooting into Tudor. Yeah, while this unit is routed, that is insane. And that was routed by a general. I don't know if that general's still alive. What happened? They managed to rout them. Well, it looked like he routed that unit alone. Maybe with the help of infantry. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's even kind of this flank over here now just seems to shoot back thing with the Confederates. I mean, yeah, they're shooting the flank of that Union unit mercilessly there. They're going to probably rout that before they rout the Confederates, I would have thought. They're doing a lot of damage. But some of the Confederate units are getting small. I mean, 163 men left is quite small from an original 400-man unit. Yeah, the Union forces here just can't withstand it. I mean, we've got more infantry back here routing. So the reserve is doing a decent job, as you can see. The boys in red with their funny old caps there. You know, they're doing their bit. But I don't think 2 units can stop, what, 5 or 6 Confederate units back there. They're going to need some reserves come forward. I mean, I don't know if Union forces even have reserves at this point. Probably not. I mean, Confederates got on for a bayonet charge. Union forces are actually in grey and the Confederates in blue. Very confusing. Very confusing indeed. And here they come. I think with 1 unit going into melee, they've seen an opportunity for all of them just to go in now and try to do some damage. You can see that the Union lines kind of getting encircled very slowly. And it looks like the Battle of Bull Run is going to end very similar to history, but it's hard to say yet. It could all go wrong. Oh, a general has been killed. I think that's one of the Union generals to be killed, I think probably by a rogue artillery shot, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's McDowell gone. McDowell is dead. I like how it gives the actual official like general name, like the historical, not like the player name. I mean, the Confederates might win that. They should probably win that fight, though. The amount of chevrons they have against them. See, combat's even. Yeah, winning slightly, actually, the Union forces. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, they could easily change with a Confederate unit flanking on there. Confederates in the front line here are still getting absolutely peppered. Didn't even seem like they were firing back. Maybe they weren't. There you go, the Union forces getting stuck on their own troops. Ah, it's brutal. They're firing as they come through like this. And another general dead. Another enemy general has been killed. I think again, I don't know who this one is. Hunter, Colonel David Hunter. He's dead. He's routing, running up his. He's just in here. Don't know how he's got killed. It's not looking good, and now the general's dying. The Union line's collapsing. Well, they did actually manage to rout that Confederate unit in the back, but it's not going to matter. There's still so many Confederates back here. I mean, the Union, they sent back one more unit back here. I think it might just re-rallied. They were like, I'll stick it here. But it's not looking good. But yeah, I think one of the big things early on was the Union forces losing their artillery. Like, so much artillery was lost. And they also didn't really set up. They carried on to move forward, like with their forces, when really I think they should have gone backwards. I know they wanted to really like try and defend that 2-pointer. There's actually a Union artillery piece, or no, it's a Union general all the way over here. But yeah, they really wanted to try and defend this 2-pointer, like down here, like by the sort of like forest and the bridge here. They tried to defend around here for quite a long time, and they kept coming forward in like sort of small amount of troops. I mean, really, I think they should have just fallen back onto a strong defensive position, maybe somewhere around here when they have to cross the river to the Confederates, shoot them as they come out of the river. Might have been able to do something there. I think that might work better than, and then like they could have worked a bit more with this other army, and then just arrive late and obviously not been able to do enough damage. But as always, it's fun to check out this mod. It really is. I do enjoy it. It's something a little bit different. We change it up from NCW3. See some more like rifle action, or like gunpowder total war. It's always fun. And yeah, it's always on like a grand scale as well, which is always fun to see as well. But it does look like the Union forces here are going to get routed. I'm going to start to fast forward just a little bit while we wait for the The Confederates just kind of mop them up. It seems like the front line's broken. I don't really know what's left. There's like some artillery. There's a few units alive, but not many infantry units still left, and that general's still got to be killed. I imagine that. Well, actually, he's on his way. I think he's on his way to get shot. This unit here should just do the honors, just gun down that general. Or this one here that's re-rallied. that could also do the job. But yeah, actually, it looks like the general is going to go in. Hilarious. Go in, boys. Rout this unit here. This is already routed once to a general. It might rout a second time. You never know. But yeah, look at them. 2 horsemen here. Taking on this guy. Yes, chop him down. Kill him. Kill him all. But yes, yeah, it has routed again. That is actually hilarious. The general responsible for this unit being routed for a second time. But yeah, this unit here should just go in and murder him. I don't think that general can take on 390-man unit if it gets a volley off on them. 12 men taking against 390. Unlikely. Oh, there's actually a solid line of Union forces here that's re-rallied. Got a lot of troops here. They're trying to defend their guns, give their guns one last hurrah. Thing is, the Confederates just coming down the line. Like this Union left, Confederate right. It's not looking great. It's just a stream of routing Confederates. Routing Unionists. And these guys are just machine gunning, routing troops. Yeah, now they're just going to bayonet charge them. I think they're going to go for the guns, you imagine, but they're also just going to kill as many Union scum as they can. Really rack up those kills. Actually, this unit might break. That's hilarious. It's tired. There you go. It's sort of rallying again. I think it's just got a bayonet charge. It actually might rout from routing troops, which would be hilarious. Look at the chevrons. It's getting insane amount of chevrons. There you go. The guns are going to rout here, I think. Yeah, the Confederates are just going to get around the flank and then just go down the line or just shoot them. But yeah, when you're facing an enemy that already starts with a few chevrons, it's always going to be tough. And it clearly shows that the chevrons actually do mean a lot, it seems. Because the Confederates are winning most of those early duels. But yeah, the Union forces seem to find strong positions and try and use their numbers over the experience of the Confederates, I feel like. Because they had... I feel like they always had more troops in some areas, but the Confederates just came through because they had better troops. Yeah, the Confederates in here just trying to murder as many of these Union troops as possible. Kill anyone in blue! And there you go, yeah, mass rout along that line now. Not helped by the loss of generals. Oh, did a general get routed? I think a general's gone for the Confederates. I think they've lost 2 generals, but just through routing, not through actual like general deaths. But yeah, we just watch as the Confederates there. They just do their last bit. Oh, I was gonna say, did the replay freeze? It didn't really like being fast forwarded on that, but we'll go back to normal speed. I don't think there's really much left to do that. I presume that Union general is dead back here. Yeah, it looks like he's 9 out of 12 routing. He is gone. So it's just these guns back here that need to go now. It shouldn't take too long. And I think with this gun gone, we'll see the end of the Battle of Bull Run. And the Confederates are going to win once again like they did in history. So yes, we're not going to see a change. History is going to stay the same. And the Confederates are now just committing genocide. Oh, there's a general back here. Why are you still here, sir? Just go in and die with honor. Go in and die with honor. Something routed. What routed back here? How's this Confederate artillery routed? Are they just... Oh, they might be just friendly firing their own artillery, I have a feeling now. I have a feeling the Confederate players got bored and just started shooting their own artillery. Which is a shame, because that artillery's probably done a good damn amount of damage. They don't deserve to be routed at the end there. Yeah, I assume the Confederate general... Let's say, yeah, not Confederate. This Union general's dead, so... End screen? Question mark? Maybe? Maybe not. Something else has rallied, has there? I don't think so. There's not a single Union unit on the map. We'll just fast forward. See if anything happens. Oh, no, there you go. Another unit has rallied. What has rallied here? Some guns. All right, I'm just going to cut now, and I'll see you guys at the end screen just while we wait for... Because this could be a little while of just units rallying for the Union forces and then rerouting. So I'll see you guys in a moment. So there we are. It did take a little while, but eventually the final units did get routed there for the Union forces. Just took a little while. Another general did die as well. So yeah, there you go. A defeat for the Union forces. It was a pretty rough game for them. It was going to be yeah. I mean, look at the numbers in this one. Actually, I mean, the Union forces actually massively outnumbered the Confederates. The Confederates just they're more elite troops. Just pulled through in the end, which is yeah what made the difference in the end. Which is yeah. I mean, the kills as well, 6,000. My gosh, yeah, the Union forces just about got 3,000 between them. It's not even killing off one Union army. They really were outclassed in this one. But yeah, so the Confederate players were Johnny Le Buffoon and Apollo. So well done to them. I think Johnny was playing as Beauregard, and I think Apollo as Johnson. And then we had Sniper as McDowell, I think, and then Dillman as Hunter here. So have a quick look at some of the kills. 822 kills here for a unit. Oh my gosh. 580. I mean, some huge kills. Yeah. There you go. You can have a look at all the kills. I mean, the problem is that these units don't have names. It's such a shame. I feel like. There you go. And then, yeah, 3 generals, actually. Some of them did get routed. I think most of these were routed, I think, for the Confederates. But yeah, there were actually a lot of generals. Probably helped with morale quite a bit. But there you go, guys. That is the Battle of Bull Run. So yeah, certainly was a fun one. And yeah, I really did enjoy it. If you want to see more ACW, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Feel free to join the Discord as well if you want to get involved in any sort of ACW activities or battles. And yeah, we've got plenty more scenarios and historical battles to try and sort out. As there's a few more major battles that we've got to do, that is for sure. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.